Today we're going to look at solving systems of equations by graphing. A system of equations means that we have two or more equations and we are interested to see if there are any ordered pairs that will make both of them true. Here I have two equations, one x plus y equals 2, the other one x minus y equals 4. I'm going to graph both of them, and of course to make it easier to graph, I'm going to put them in slope-intercept form. In the first one, I'll move that x to the other side, and it will become y equals the opposite of x plus 2. Now I know that my slope is negative 1, and my y-intercept is 2. In the second one, I'm going to be very careful with that negative sign. When I move that x to the other side, it becomes the opposite of y equals the opposite of x plus 4. But of course I want to solve for y, so that would be y equals x plus a negative 4. So my slope is 1 and my y-intercept is negative 4. Let's graph both of them. To graph the first one, I will go to the y-intercept of 2, put a dot where y is 2, follow the slope. The slope is negative 1, so I'll go down 1, right 1, put several dots to define your line, then draw a nice straight line that goes through those dots as best you can. Well, I think that's going to have to be the best. Alright, the second one, the slope is 1 and the y-intercept is negative 4, so I'm going to go down where y is negative 4. And then I'm going to follow my slope 1, so I'll rise 1, run 1. And if you put enough dots, sometimes you'll actually land on the intersection point, which in this case, if we draw these lines, we're going to be able to see that they intersect. These lines are here, right here. And that point is 3, negative 1. 3, negative 1 makes both of these equations true. If I put a 3 in x, 3 plus negative 1 is of course 2. And in the second one, if I put 3 plus the opposite of negative 1, which is 1, that is 4. So it satisfies both equations. Now you might guess that sometimes these lines don't always intersect. If we graph two lines and they turn out to be parallel, we know that can happen if they have the same slope, then there are no ordered pairs that satisfy both equations, and we say that there is no solution or the solution is the empty set. Every once in a while we might graph two lines and one lands right on top of the other one. So in other words, every ordered pair that makes one line true makes the other equation true, and we say that there are an infinite number of solutions to that system. We can also use our graphing calculators to solve it. Let's use the same two equations. Y equals the opposite of x plus 2, and then I'll go down to the next y and enter the other one. Y equals x plus a negative 4. And if I press zoom 6 or graph, I will be able to see where they intersect. If I'm not sure of the intersection point, I can have the calculator tell me what that point is.